The heavenly empire has fallen. The world has been left in disarray. Many years have passed since such a cataclysmic event, and this cycle is coming to a close. Communities and kingdoms have grown from the corpse of the empire, and yet their peace will end. Soon a new titan will rise. Soon the cycle will begin anew.
Using that rule.
I probably wouldn't use that rule because I feel like it just tilts you guys more than it actually accomplishes any amount of tension. But
I'm okay.
We're all pretty perpetually tilted anyway.
I'd be tilted for Fergor.
Like, if you guys want it, I'm open to it. But if you guys are like, yeah, no, that's just gonna sort of kill the mood if I roll a 1 and immediately fucking get 2 and die, then fair enough, I'm fine waiving that rule.
Let's not kill Fergor any quicker than we have.
Yeah. That'll go both ways, though. 20 won't give you 2 up, and we'll just do it the other way. Okay.
I'm starting to stream.
What?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! We're way too G-rated for Disney Street.
We are way too G-rated. Our G rating is off the hook. I need to fix my window capture, and I can't do that because we started, so I'll handle that later.
So, it's raining, and I'm like, oh my gosh, our power! My best friend sends me a picture of her daughter in her swimsuit running around in the rain in the grass.
There you go.
So much more in this.
Alright, last week, you guys went into the temple. Or I guess you were already in the temple.
That was a month ago
start
at
of
this
last
point,
week,
almost.
Yeah. And then you guys went through the temple, you did the shield puzzle, you fought, is it gibbering or gibbering?
Gibbering now.
Gibbering. We killed the gibbering, you guys went through that hall, and then you went to the big room, you fought the big room, you're currently fighting the high priest. Yeah, Paul? Okay, Paul. We'll go to the temple screen.
Oh yeah, we're
You guys are currently... There's only
Where's my fun button?
2 things left in the High Priest. Lana and Arlo are up near the High Priest. Fel has gone down. Kenshin and Ahmet have moved up to help Fel. And yeah.
help Fel not fall.
Help Fel not fall. Are we missing anything?
Mentally or physically?
Knowledge
Both.
of the past week.
Well, the temple started like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, your guys' intro to the temple was 4 weeks ago.
And then 2 weeks ago, Fel started my big one, I think. Oh, and Dizzy has been making Hothead's canon adorable.
Yes. Thank you for using the appropriate term.
The fuck did I use Cloud of Daggers on?
I think one of the
Who knows, who cares?
spooky
I
boys-
think you switched cheese to disable.
Probably. I either did it on this one or this one.
You switch
Cloud of
cheese a lot
Daggers
of
sounds
buttholes.
I'm very good at that. I still have one more spell slot. I can do it again.
You're good at that and poison. Oh wait, no, poison was the other campaign. That's
different
Fergor's campaign.
Okay. Everybody
I'm
ready?
playing a lot of D&D. Yeah.
Let
I
me-
guess.
I guess. I guess we
And
can
I
be
forgot
ready.
about some class feature that could have used last week, but I forgot what it was again, so I don't
You're
remember.
all dead.
Like
Several.
you can get another spell slot.
Actually,
right?
you know
Like-
what? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a
What?
shorter session, and we're gonna make sure everybody knows their fucking classes after this. And I'm gonna help Musical.
Oh, you're gonna punish all of them because little old me, that's the best.
Yeah, we gotta make sure you actually have your cleric abilities and channel divinity on your character sheet, because you don't read things that aren't on your character sheet, but you don't put anything on your character sheet to read. And those
I've been
don't
around
work
Disney
together.
too long.
Dizzy puts
I'm
things on
so
his
good at
character
that.
sheet.
I don't do
Lazy Disney
backstories.
general.
You've got me confused.
Musical, you're like the only one who doesn't do this.
I'm amazing. I have my tools open, darn it.
Well, apparently it's not helping now, is it?
Yeah, you have a
Whoa!
thing where you can heal like everybody you walk past for a turn, which is really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could have done that to help the dead guy on the ground right there.
Yeah.
He's not dead yet.
See this guy? He's down.
Not with that.
Yeah, he's not dead. He's just dying.
You know what you did? You ran past him. God
I
damn
also
it.
ran past my own cousin on fire.
Also, he was up when she ran past him, barely.
That's also true.
As that muggle
That heal
fiberglass
could have been so
bottle
helpful.
with electrical
I
tape.
can't help him in the future.
Hindsight
Yay.
2020, lads. Okay.
Let's
Why
not
is it
get
just not having
political.
shit on your character
Oh,
sheet?
2020. I'm off.
Actually, I can check. We ended on your guys' turn, because Ahmet just fired a force ballista. So it is the bad boy's turn. Oh my god, I forgot to open Google Docs. I apologize.
Hey, Hana, you ready for me to fucking die?
Absolutely.
We're ready for Arlo to die, yes.
If you
I got
guys all
27 hit points in
PPK to 3 enemies, it's gonna be interesting.
How many hit points are you at?
I have 30. I have 30.
Luck has not been our strong.
Why are you
Unless I get
fuck
crit,
on
I'll
that?
be fine.
I'm at 6 out of 22.
Hey, I got crit by one enemy and I got left to 1. Alright?
Do you guys see my health bar over my head?
No.
No. I'm the only one
out
that
of
can see all
22.
the healths.
I have 3 temp HP and 27.
So the cleric's
HP.
about to die.
Where did I
Yeah,
get?
I'm not doing great. I have 10 and I'm right beside the BFG.
Yeah, we're all gonna die. I think this is our TPK night. Let's go.
I have
All right,
5
Hothead.
hit points over my maximum.
Alright, Hana, we got this.
We got this, Mystic.
Cannon got this.
The tall people gotta carry.
You have a cannon.
Hey,
I have a very cursed pole arm.
There's one cursing going on yet.
I've heard of cursed polearms.
Oh right, I got it from my fucking. I got my health from my Hexblade's curse. That I fucking love that.
Hothead, did you not? I'm on stream.
Hothead, what did you do?
With this
He's
freaking
he's doing this.
Do it!
You guys are in combat, so remember where it was, Hothead.
I remember where it was.
Okay.
I swear.
One thing that isn't clear though is that I don't know if I can curse the thing again,
Uh-oh.
but I just don't get health from it, or if I just can't curse if I can't curse another thing at all until I do a short rest.
Yeah, I think you can curse again. You hold concentration for a set amount of time.
Nah,
And
it
then you
doesn't
can
say
move
that.
it as your either bonus action or reaction, I believe.
What the fuck? It doesn't say that anywhere.
We will
It's a
read
hex-
through
it's a
that
hex
after
blade.
combat. Okay. Are you guys ready? Hothead, you good to go?
Until you're physically.
Oh, I
Yeah.
start. Yeah. Dizzy, you good to go?
Yep,
Fergal, you good?
of course.
Musical, you?
Lawful good.
Mystic?
Yep.
I'm
There
good
we
to
go.
go.
Lawful
Yeah.
good to go. Alright, we're gonna start with this boy is gonna move up to you guys. This guy is going to move up to you, Arlo. These two are going to attack on Arlo. This one's going to attack on Ahmet. Okay.
You can't make the dice not be with you this week. No offense.
No, that's fair. I got you.
I think we deserve it after our horrendous luck.
Yeah.
All those dex rolls and dex saves, and that's my dump stat.
I mean, I'll start trying to see more black cats during the off weeks.
Well, you could also just, go break mirrors at a home despot.
I could just go break mirrors.
Walk under a bunch of ladders. I mean, those things are in your control, Tacania.
Shit.
That's also under your control, I hope.
Not under all of our control.
Not under everyone's control.
Yourself, Dizzy. Most of us are potty trained.
I'm potty trained, I'm just potty reluctant.
You're potty reluctant?
I don't know. I tried to guess Andrew.
What does that mean?
Okay. Sorry, I had to reopen all the enemy tabs on Opera because 5e Tools didn't want to load them. The Abomination is going to multi-attack towards Ahmet. That is... Give me a second. Okay, Hada, you ready?
Yep.
Hit 1, hit 2, and then... Ooh, not 1. And then... This. Hit 3. 19?
Last one hits.
Okay. That is... the bite. So... 4 damage.
Doesn't even go through my temp HP.
Let's go. Okay. Moving on. Little boy is going to try and stab you up the ass, Dizzy. The cultist sort of sprints forward with the scimitar. His scimitar.
I'm trying to picture the physics of this, and I
I
can't.
deflected flawlessly. Do you want me to roll for that, or?
13?
Yeah, we good.
I deflected flawlessly. Alright.
Part in
You
his
just sort
general
of
direction.
barely, without looking, take the battle axe and swat away the scimitar. And Flame Boy. Flame Boy will cast Blur on himself.
Oh shit, he can do what I can do.
Yeah. So, you guys watch as the Flame Priest sort of bangs a spear on the ground, and it starts vibrating, and those vibrations shake through the whole priest, and he's just shifting, and then there are multiple priests, just sort of some walking or lurching like ahead or behind his movements, making it harder to tell which one's real.
Okay.
That is his thing. Sorry, I don't know spells by name always, so I'm making sure he don't got bonus action ones, but I think that's his turn. Alright, yeah, that is his turn. Lana, it is your go.
Lana's panicking because she has some second level spell slots, but nothing useful.
Why?
Why?
'Cause that's what I had prepped!
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on the table for later. We're talking about why you have useless second levels.
Remember
my
that you
second level
can
spell.
use second level spell slots on first level spells.
I don't have any first level slots.
No,
No,
musically,
you can
You
cast
can
first
use
level
it to
spells.
swap. Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
I'm almost darn it all.
Yeah, you can use your second level slot to cast a first level spell at second level. Which means you could cast Cure Wounds and add an extra d8 to it. And heal the fuck out of Arlo if you could get to him to touch.
Yeah, that's the other thing I need to do. Is this the scale, or is it 5? Is
Yeah,
it 1 or 5?
5
first?
for each block.
I
Or each
just
square,
never
rather.
put my speed on the fucking character sheet.
Scandalous.
Character sheets are gonna tell me about this!
The arrows don't work, you gotta count squares.
Counting's hard!
No, it isn't.
5, 10, 10, 20.
You don't make it.
No, you don't make it. You
No,
can
I
get here.
can't. I can sprint at best. And I think I was actually shoved over this way last session because I'm at 6 health points.
Yeah, you could cure wounds yourself,
That is not a bad idea.
because you are at 6 health.
I know that's a touch spell.
Yeah, you can use touch spells
That's
on yourself.
30 feet. Dang it!
You can heal yourself and then move up, and then
What do
maybe
you-
heal me.
What are you
I
trying
was
to
looking
cast?
at casting. I was looking at possibly casting Sanctuary, but
Uh,
Arlo's out of range.
Yeah, but you can
Is
move
someone
and then cast
You
it.
can
Clicking
move
twice
and then
character
use it,
sheet
yeah,
was
right?
not me.
Well, that's me. Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Musical.
Yeah, I know. I wish that was user side, not server side.
Musical. You can move and then cast Sanctuary.
Oh, I
Yeah.
found something I could.
You can also cast Healing Word, but you can move and then cast Sanctuary if you want to cast Sanctuary instead.
Well, I think he loses it if he attacks. I'm going to healing word the Arlo.
Okay. You're casting at the second level spell slot?
And if I can. Ah! If, this.
Here, go
stupid-
back to spells, real quick. Because you want to see if you get bonus stuff from casting it at second level.
I think when you click it lets you say what
Yeah,
level you want to
that's
cast
what I
out.
Oh, there you go. Did it?
Oh! Hey, look at that!
So you get an extra d4.
So that'd be 7 plus that 2 at the top.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what the 2
And
is.
yeah, that is a little weird with the formatting.
9 HP.
So you get 9
Nice.
hits, does it?
It could just be
solid.
JavaScript executed it, and that's the order they resolved it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Musical, do you want to move? Or do you want to stay there?
Just a sec, I'm updating my spell slot.
Gotcha.
I'm on one screen, so I can only do one thing.
No worries.
I'm gonna go here and be out of the range of Scimitar, dude.
Okay. Let me move the dead body.
There he goes.
He's over there now.
Wanna
He's on
just
the wall.
punch the one side of the way.
There are
Bunny feet.
a lot of dead bodies in the walls that you guys can't see.
Oh God.
I'm actually picturing Arlo and Lana being completely barefoot this whole time. Which makes that last
Oh.
week, that Sandy stuff all the
I just watched that man fly into the other direction. He's
Now
fucking
he's with
gone.
the other corpses.
Oh God.
If you remember Turn Order Jeff, he's still here.
Oh, Jeff, let's go. Oh, he's gone.
We're gonna
Alright,
kill the turn order
Is that your
guy
turn,
just
Lana?
because we're that picked, yes.
okay. Kenshin, it is your turn.
Is there anything I can do to help the unconscious man?
Do you have anything that can heal? If not, you can.
I-
I'll let you make a medicine check to try and stabilize him. Hothead does have things that can heal, though.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
you can do to help him is kill the thing next
Yeah,
to
yeah,
him.
I'm just gonna-
Killing
Yeah,
us.
kill the thing
Yeah.
that's that close.
Are we gonna go under the assumption that I can just keep cursing things per, like,
Yeah, for this combat.
for
that's
now?
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
We can check
Okay,
it
then
after.
I will. I'll curse
curse
this
the whole
guy.
lot.
And then stab him.
Yeah. 20
Oh, yeah?
hits.
I think
my
that's
God.
in case you take the nat 20.
How do you want to kill the monstrosity?
Just one clean cleave.
On like abdomen or head?
Just straight through his head.
All right. Ahmet, you watch as Kenshin sort of paces to the side and takes the Naginata in one large swing and cleaves its sort of large quivering jaw just in half, and it sort of slops and slows off onto the ground, and then there's a gurgle like a and it lurches and falls over you, Ahmet.
Charming.
There's no more gurgly boy.
It knocked out my friend. No mercy.
You can use the rest of your movement if you'd like, I believe.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Sorry,
this
this
is
is
why
why
you
you
should
should be playing Fallout. Shit. Fuck.
Yeah, does it?
Okay, we're back. We're back.
Are you okay, Dizzy?
Is that your turn, Kenshin?
That was
Yeah,
bad.
that's my turn.
Arlo, it's your turn.
Let's go. Arlo Thunderclaps.
Okay.
No, Arlo Thunder Waves.
Thunder
I
Waves.
mixed them up. Yeah, I'm gonna Thunder Wave. That's a 15-foot cube centering on me. It hits the little guy and the big guy.
Yep.
Wait, this guy about to get sent
I'm-
flying into me if he doesn't make the tech save.
I'm clicking it and it's not doing anything. Hold on.
He gets sent 10
Uh,
feet, right?
Yeah, it's 2d8 and 10 feet if they fail. Why can't I Thunder Wave? There.
Thunderwave just fine last time.
I know, but it's not working as an attack from my thing. Hold on.
What's DC 14? I can do the
Yeah.
DC checks where you do damage.
Yeah, okay.
Con save?
What does it say? Hold on a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, it says conflict.
Okay. High Priest,
Dang it!
Chump Dude.
Okay, so
Is it half on success?
High Priest makes it its half on success.
Okay.
And no pushback.
So he is at, what, -7?
Yeah,
Oh.
you're rounding down.
Oh shit, that's why it wasn't working. I didn't click the thing. Sorry, don't look at the last one. Let me cancel this.
Oh,
Why does it
don't
say
look at the
input
last
value?
one. Oh, fuck, let me add the health back.
It was 15. It was 15, not the last bit. It's the like straight up dice roll.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Dizzy 4 for 20. That's
And they go flying 10 feet?
Yeah.
Alright, Kenshin, as you round up the stairs and start sprinting towards Arlo, you see that explosion of sound and light, and a cultist corpse comes flying and rolling down the stairs towards you. That is a dead cultist. Arlo, as the sort of mist clears and begins to pull back around your feet, you see the High Priest just sort of standing there and slowly lowers the spear from where his face was. You see that, like, sort of shifting, blurring image of his face snapping back and forth.
Yeah.
He does not seem happy.
I grip my axe with both hands and I stare him down.
Alright. They're looking
That's my
at each
turn. Yeah.
other. Foul.
Is 10 a success or a failure? I don't remember.
I think
And
it's
it's a success.
Is it a success? Is it 9 down?
I thought it was meter exceed 10. I could be wrong.
I have no idea. It's been a fucking minute.
That is a good one. Google.
Let's see.
I would think it's 1 to 10 and then 11 to 20.
Someone Google it. Somebody Google
I
it.
got you.
Ahmet, it is your turn.
Alrighty, I move 5 feet this way and cast Cure Wounds.
Go. It doesn't matter anyways.
If the roll is 10 or higher, you succeed.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
So you have a success, but also you're going to be brought back up by Cure Wounds.
Stop time, Ricky.
8.
Oh, nice. Oh, sorry, you didn't roll an 8. Alright, Fel, you're back to 8 health. Is that
I
your turn?
will bonus action. Let's see here. How much movement does Tura have? 15. Do I have a shot on fiery dude from here?
You did last week, I think, so
Okay.
yes. But you have
So-
disadvantage from Blur.
That's fine. I'm gonna shoot him anyway.
10? 10 does not hit.
So Ventura will move 5, 10, 15 here.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
It is just the High Priest's turn. You guys watch as... I should have probably done a scene recap at the start, but the Tear of Faith that's still sort of slowly spinning above him, with the different markers on the map that it's projecting outwards, you watch as he sort of shifts that sort of shimmering blurred form, and it starts slowly turning to look at the Tear, and he's going to try and clamber onto this pedestal.
Does that provoke attack for me?
Yeah, you get attack of opportunity.
Cool.
While he just sort of climbs up onto the pedestal.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing my axe and see what happens.
Yeah, 20 hits.
Cool.
10? Okay. Oh, no. Disadvantage from Blur.
Oh, darn it.
All right, yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot. I guess.
So no, it does
You
not
need
hit.
to forget things more often.
I'm sorry.
True.
How dare you?
So, Dizzy, you, or Arlo rather, you take your battle axe, sort of pull it back and swing down, and it looks like you would have clipped a good chunk of him, but it just goes through that shimmering illusion and bangs off the pedestal, while he sort of clambers up.
I say he's not really here, guys. This is an illusion of him.
Okay.
Figure that out.
He's going to take that large spear, and he will hold it towards the sky, or towards the Tier of Faith. And you watch as the map that's projecting sort of flickers, and then disappears, and the tier starts spiraling slowly down towards him. And as it gets closer and sort of connects with the top of the spear, there is a loud sort of boom, and the mist around the room gets flushed back away from where the tier and the spear meet. And then there is a sort of crackle, and you guys watch as a thunderbolt sort of just crashes through the ceiling, hitting the tier, and then through the tier, down the spear, and into the high priest. And he sort of staggers back with this sort of energy pulsing through him, and the tier drops and just like clunks onto the pedestal and then rolls off to the side here. And the priest will turn and look at you, Arla. And he...
We wanted that to happen, guys.
No. He's going to sort of hold that spear up and sort of manifest a few balls of fire around it and launch them towards you, Dizzy.
Okay.
He's gonna actually hit two people. He's gonna throw... He's doing Scorching Ray. He's gonna do one on Lana, two on Arla.
Wahaha.
Wahaha.
So he needs to roll below. He needs to roll 12 or lower for me. If you would be so kind.
Yeah, let's do some attacks.
Kindly.
Okay. Attack onto Lana. Doesn't hit. First attack onto Dizzy, second attack onto Dizzy. I think 17
second.
hits, yeah?
Second one hits it.
That is 2d6.
I wanna like a matrix dodge the first one, and then get back up and like laugh at him, and then just fucking take the second one full on in the mouth.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Right.
6
Violent.
damage from the second one.
How many hit points do you have after that?
13.
Are you seriously the healthiest person in the party right now?
No, I'm at 27.
No, not that long
Matt
shot.
and Kenshin are doing real well.
We thriving, baby.
We thriving. Not for long, we thriving.
Alright, he's just going to lower the spear and clang it on the pedestal and look towards you, Dizzy. Lana, it is your turn.
Over here. And can I try and mace him?
Yeah. Yeah, you
I
can
don't know what's
climb...
gonna happen. I'm out of options.
You can go up to here and mace him. No.
Go well, no.
7 does not hit.
I didn't think so.
Is that your turn?
I used all my stuff.
Okay. Kenshin, it is your turn.
I can move like here, and that's really all I can do. Maybe,
Eldritch Blast?
maybe I can do that, or I can just fucking summon daggers again.
Yeah, you can Cloud of Daggers them if you'd like.
Do it at a high enough elevation the bunnies don't get hit.
I think it's just a 5-foot square, right?
Yeah, it's just 5 foot square.
Yeah.
That's violent.
There's a 5 foot square of daggers, and it converges on whatever's in the center of that.
Yeah.
We are a violent lot.
Actually, I think I'll just Eldritch Blast first. Assess the situation.
Alright.
Assess how much
If-
violence
if I-
is required.
If I hit him, will it knock him off?
No.
No. Yeah, I don't have the knockoff thing.
Yeah. It's wide enough that you'd have to be, like, pushing him off. 9 does
Woo!
not
Not
hit.
one.
Yeah, not 1, and 9 does not hit. It's absurd that your not 1 is a 9. Alright.
Beautiful.
The Eldritch Blast just goes sort of careening into the head of one of the sort of shimmering duplicates and just carries through to the wall. Is that your turn?
I'm a curse him.
Okay. Let me give him a little curse marker. Snail. Alright. Arlo, it is your turn.
Yeah. Okay. I can move from where I am without provoking attack, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not
Okay.
in 5 feet of him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up here
Okay.
and get the. Is he still blurred?
Yeah, he's still blurred.
Okay, so flanking will cancel out the.
Yeah, that'll make it flat instead of...
Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
And I'll try to battle axe him again.
Okay. Yeah, 24 hits.
Okay.
Whack!
There you go. There you
Nice.
go.
Okay.
Oh yeah!
I want to hit him in the knee with the flat part of my axe.
Okay.
Squad for the kneecap!
So swing it like a frying pan.
Yeah.
And you watch as it breaks through several of those shimmering copies, and then there's a loud crunch and a bang from the axe, and he sort of wobbles down to one knee for a second, putting weight on his spear, and looks at you not very pleased.
Yeah, you didn't like that, did you?
System.
Foul, it is your turn.
I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna say, I thought I saw my ancestors.
Do you want to go back to them?
So
Jesus.
it's half
Water
movement
does
to
not-
get up, right?
It's what?
It's half movement to get
Yeah,
up, right?
to get up from prone.
So I will still have 20 feet. I'm gonna spend a key point and a bonus action to do Step of the Wind,
Mm-hmm.
which will allow me to dash as a bonus action. So what was that? I will have 60 feet of
Mhm.
movement. One.
I don't know if you want to go right back in. I feel like you will just fall down again.
Sneezes and he goes down.
I mean, he does have range.
True.
Yeah, he's got his whip.
May as well. No, I mean like the boss has range. May as well move in on.
I am blanking on my mouth. Okay, give me a second.
I mummified a glass bottle in.
So that is only half of the movement. 35, 40, 45,
Does he
50,
Yeah.
is
55,
15-foot cone
60.
like that, or is it like that?
15-foot cone is like this. Hold on, let me draw.
That's the first one.
It's the top one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 then 3.
All the
Yeah.
doodling.
Okay. I got you.
Okay,
Doodling.
so since I managed to run up all the way up to him, I'm gonna use the whip and the unarmed strike.
Mhm.
Disadvantage because I don't have a flanking bonus, right?
You do. Arlo's there.
But I'm over here.
You guys are on opposite sides of him.
Okay.
Let the DM get the rules wrong.
I don't
Okay.
think I'm getting the rules wrong.
I don't think you are either.
Am I?
I don't think so.
I will send the.
Anyways,
Yeah.
here is the
24
2 attacks. 7 from the whip, 5 from the fist.
Alright.
Goblin is screeching menacingly.
Goblin Warcraft!
You throw out the whip and you just sort of... Where are you punching him?
Let's do the ankles.
Alright. You just sort of punch him right in the ankle and he sort of drops again. His
did
legs
the
have
wrong
taken
one.
significant
The other-
damage.
Are
Yeah,
you
you
hitting
guys are
on the same-
bullying his legs.
We're midgets, okay? You do this when we create our sheet.
Fair enough. Is that your turn, Phil?
I mean, there's nothing else I can do.
Alright, I'm up.
I'm gonna just snipe him with. Well, first I'm gonna move him right next to Tura, and then I'm gonna snipe him with the firebolt and the force ballista.
Okay.
Nope. Dang it. There we go.
Yeah, 21 hits.
Those are the
8 force.
one I meant to say.
Where are you hitting him with the force ballista? What are you aiming for, Tara?
Hit his
I'm just gonna
Hit his
aim
spear.
for center mass.
God
Okay,
damn it.
just like right in the core?
Yep.
Arlo, when you like sort of, you bang him down to one knee, right? And
Yeah.
then Fel just sort of punches him in the ankle of the other leg and he drops. And then there's a loud sort of build up and a roar, and you guys hear a boom as the force ballista fires, and you guys watch as it hits him right in the chest, and Arlo, regrettably being behind him, you're sort of splattered with cloth, light, and blood as the flame priest just goes flying backwards into the wall.
Can I try to catch him?
Sure. Make a
Yeah.
athletics or acrobatics.
Cool. Arlo and what did you get at? Neither of those.
22.
Hey!
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you just like grabbing him like a football, or?
Like as he comes back, I want to get him like on shoulder and like underneath his legs, and I want to lower him to the floor gently, and
Okay.
I want to close his eyes as I'm.
Okay.
It's like,
All of you watch as he gets hit by the force ballista and flies directly into Arlo's arms, and Arlo gets shifted back like 10 feet towards the wall by the force, and then just gently puts him down and closes his eyes.
Weren't we going to ask him questions? Darn it!
well,
Now he's gone.
Only
That
we
is
asked him
the end of
questions.
combat. You guys did it.
Yay!
Let's go.
Now everyone gather round!
What's
can
the
we
plan?
try to stable? Like, do we want to ask him questions? Like, we came here for the tier. I'm okay letting him slip into the void, but like,
You might have taken the tier's power out. That's one of my concerns.
that's not what we were asked to do. We weren't asked to save the tier from being used improperly. We were asked specifically to bring the tier back. Arlo says.
Thank you.
We do have some deniability here. They told us nothing about what the tier was capable of. Yeah, all we
Yeah.
were is asked to retrieve it.
We still gotta figure what that map was. That might still be useful information that'll at least let us keep our heads.
Alright, you want to try to talk to this guy?
Critical information.
Hey, sounds like he's gone.
I don't think we hit him that hard.
You
Damn,
hit
the
him
turret
with
did.
a lot.
What did it? I don't know. I don't think we killed him.
His ankles are
can-
sufficiently battered.
You didn't.
Can I do a medicine check on him, and if he's
Sure.
alive, use my medkit? Do I have my medkit?
I don't know if you have a medkit.
Everyone gather around Lana who needs healing.
Yeah, I have a healer's kit.
Okay. Roll the medicine check. One thing at a time. 23.
23.
No.
He is actively dying in front of you, but is not dead yet.
I am gonna use my medkit immediately. to try
I'm
to
going to
stabilize him.
hang him up real quick.
Can you do another medicine? I think it's medicine for the medkit, right? Or is it just
Yeah,
a
it is a
medicine?
medicine check.
Okay.
If
Like
the
I
medicine
can,
check is just to stabilize it, and it uses one of the 10 uses for it. I
It's a
think.
mundane version of
Can you
Square
do the
Guy.
other medicine though?
Okay.
Well, am I wrong?
Check number 2, 16.
Alright.
Since he may have rendered the tier completely inert,
Do
the guard will probably want to have their way with him.
do the DCs change if you're not proficient with it? Just out of curiosity.
I didn't think there was a DC for it. I'm pretty sure it just.
Oh, is it
spends
just a thing?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I'm thinking of the like tool things.
Yeah, the only thing that changes with proficiency is
The
the
bonus?
bonus that you add to the
Okay.
roll.
He's stabilized either way. I
Okay.
am just trying to find
Yeah.
the thing.
Kit has 10 uses. As an action, you can expend one of the kits to stabilize a creature that has 0 hit points without needing to make a medicine wisdom check.
Oh, what? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna time up
Yeah.
now that he's stable. At any time, I could just throw a heal on him, and we can wake him up and interrogate him. Unless we just want to bring him back and let. Now that he's for sure not dead, I'd like to know what the map was about. But
Well,
You'd
the
like-
peace cleric rather that you're our employer to the interrogating. Which
Right,
right,
but then-
also we let Dizzy interrogate anyone.
If you'd like, I could put daggers around.
Yeah, that's not a bad
If he
idea.
tries anything funny.
Yeah, I think. Oh fuck, Shang, what's your name?
Tension.
Kenshin. I think Kenshin. Is the most menacing of us and should probably do this. I don't know if we bring him back to the church before we get our answers, because I don't know whether the church would share that with us or whether they're equipped to handle something like this anyway.
We should probably hide the tier and the staff from him.
Oh yeah, no, actually,
yeah.
share the stuff.
Can we put the Lana have the tear in her pocket or something?
It's too large for a pocket, but you can carry it.
I want to identify what that spear or staff is.
Lana, Ahmed, take it to another room.
So
And I will try to shove the items
Am
in.
I
Lana,
healing people, myself included?
yeah, let's do the heal. You guys can do the AoE heal first.
Yes.
17 healing to everybody. I'm assuming you're walking there if you need heals.
I'm full.
Okay,
And then
then
some.
17 to everybody else. Ahmet and Lana, you guys are leaving to identify while the rest of you interrogate.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you might want to interrogate the peace cleric around. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's probably why Dizzy is so quick to tell her to go away.
I didn't say anything. I didn't tell you to go away at all.
So it's Kenshin, Fel, and Arlo.
Yeah.
Arlo, do you want to be here for an interrogation, or do you want to let Kenshin do it?
Well, I have the healing spell that'll get him back up.
You're the wake up, yeah.
Yeah, I'll stay. I'll stay for now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cure wounds on him.
Do you want to move him like against a wall or something? I'm assuming.
Yeah. Let's do
Okay.
that.
Okay, let me take the red X off of him.
And his feet and hands are bound behind his back.
Yeah, figured rope. We'll do interrogation first, identify second. Yeah? I'm assuming the interrogation can happen while you're ritual casting him at.
Yep.
And you want to identify both, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So it'll take 20 minutes.
Alright. Arlo, Fel, and Kenshin. This. Okay, wait. I need to skip this song.
It's not fitting.
It's not fitting at all, and
They have
I do
that.
kind of love it, but it's not super tonal.
Like peaceful
It's like
village
boom,
music.
ba-da-da-boom, boom.
Man's surrounded
Um,
by a
yeah.
tall ass man with
Fuck's sakes.
daggers flying around his head.
Right, so you guys are clouds of daggering around him menacingly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wanna sit with my back against the wall, sort of next to him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull out my lute and I'm gonna just play minor chords while this is happening.
Sort of strum minor chords out.
Good on.
Yeah.
Alright. The three of you watch as he sort of slowly blinks awake and looks down at his body, sort of shifts around in his bonds, and then just sort of looks up at all of you. He's got sort of that hood pulled sort of deep over his face. And he'll just sort of look up at you, and you see sort of one eye just sort of tired and angry looking up at you, Kenshin.
Likewise. I'm gonna take off his hood.
Alright. You take off the hood to see a probably like 40, 50-year-old priest. His head seems to have been shaved, and on his scalp seem to be inked several lines of something. It seems to be in multiple languages. The languages you speak, you understand, will translate to "we beckon thee, usher us into a new world," and like Common and Draconic and many other languages. You presume the ones you can't read are also saying that.
Before
and
I
they sort of look up at you.
Before I continue on to make one wrong move and these daggers are coming straight for your head.
He'll just
Now that that's out of the way,
look at you blankly.
what's your goal? Why take the tear?
He sort of squints at you and he goes, do you have the faintest idea what that is?
Honestly,
Listen,
we wouldn't have let you wake up if we didn't.
Listen, man, I'm not from around here. What is it?
He just sort of closes his eyes and nods to both of you like, okay. And he'll go, it is a beacon. It allows us to find the way to our God.
And who would this be?
Who would
Is
our
an
God
architect.
be? Yes, the little one is correct.
Why are you searching for your architect?
Look around you. The world is dying. Our God has been missing for quite some time.
I feel like the world's been alive for a good bit. Things seem to be. Have you?
Certainly, but not thriving.
I take out one of the god chocolates and offer it to him.
He's going to just sort of pull
Doesn't
on
have-
his tied hands and go,
I move it.
appreciate the gesture, but I don't have quite an appetite right now.
I move it to his mouth.
You just putting it in his mouth?
Yeah. You take a bite of that and tell him the world's dead.
He takes a bite and he swallows it. And then he'll look at you and he'll go, it tastes like people who do not want to acknowledge the truth.
Oh wow.
This man, evil.
And
PJ chocolate.
I swallowed my gum.
You swallow your gum?
I swallowed my gum.
Don't swallow your
Dizzy, how do you? Oh my gosh, what's wrong with you?
He'll sort of look at Arlo, and it seems like he's sort of settled in his mind. This one doesn't have answers they need. And he'll just sort of look back at Kenshin and Fel and go, you two are not from the holds, are you?
no,
This land, it is beautiful and painted, but it is hiding something. There's a core to this land, and it's stagnant and revolting. These kings and queens, they stand here and hope to hide this core and continue on happy citizenry. But it will not last. There will be judgment. And I, for one, would like to be here to see it.
Oh.
but in any case, if you're still looking and waiting for the set judgment, you wouldn't need to look for your creator.
Who do you think carries out the judgment, little one? It is not me.
Considering the fact that this world went through several creators, my creator, his creator, as I point as at Kenshin, and your creator, as I point at him.
Arlo's ears wilt dejectedly as his creator was left out.
You have the same
You are
creator.
made from the same creator as the
Yeah.
Arlo doesn't know about all the different creators.
Dizzy, for context, you are also a child of the architect, like Lana.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I know that, but
Arlo don't know that.
Arlo's disappointed he didn't get pointed at.
The cousin to a cleric of their creator doesn't know who his creator is.
Arlo's minor chords are getting slower now.
Okay.
This is the look Lana would be giving you if she was in the room. Judgment.
He'll sort of look at you, puzzled, Fel, and he'll go, "Yes, there are cycles, and currently it is ours, not yours. If you want yours to happen, perhaps you should let this judgment come. The tithe
What
is
I'm
growing,
saying
and it
is
will be
that
strong."
maybe I am trying to explain that maybe the time, the end of your cycle has come. Everything will pass, and this will do.
That's good. Throw it back on.
He'll look at you, and then he'll look at Arlo, and he'll go, "So your world is ending, and your world is thriving."
Yeah, it's like a cycle. Like the flower comes up, and then it gets cold, and the flower dies, but then it comes right back up again. It's fine.
The
Same flower.
The flower can't die. He looks at all of you, and then he'll go, "None of you are knowledgeable on this subject, clearly."
Well, try to enlighten us, if you will.
He'll look at you, and he'll go, "The cycles, they are not things that happen. They are not natural occurrences. They are an agreement. They're an agreement from one, as you put them, creator, to another. They don't just end. That's not how that works. They have to be ended by a handover, and my creator is not here to hand it over. He has left the world to stagnate and grow cold and wilt and die like a flower. But the winter will never end until he hands it over. He needs to pass judgment on this land and allow it to grow again."
So, can I try to do a history check to see if what he's telling is more or less correct, or he is...
Do you want to
Or-
know if there's historical precedent, or if that rings true in religious doctrine?
I'll say if there is a recorded thing.
Okay, then yeah, roll history.
Trying to remember from my home
Mhm.
if there was any records of Titan passing from one to another.
Yeah, roll history.
Okay. I don't believe I have anything that can assist me in this, so just...
One of you... Well, okay, I probably won't allow a help for this, because I don't think Arlo or Kenshin are very well versed in Hold's history.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Kenshin's not from around here, and Arlo's Arlo. Fel, yeah, that's high enough. The transitioning between cycles is something that's fairly well recorded for the recent ones, and more sort of mythical and tall tale for the older ones. But there is always a meeting and an exchange between the Titan whose cycle is ending and the Titan whose cycle is beginning. Sometimes those are done rather peacefully, like between the Titan of Spirits and the Titan of Stone, and sometimes those are done rather aggressively, like the fight between the Titan of Storms and the Titan of Civilization, who sort of warred with each other until one of them gave in and let the cycle go forward. Everything he said so far has historical precedent, though he's admittedly twisting it in a very set point of view. Like, there's facts at the base of what he's saying, but he's turned that into there should be judgment on the world and our god needs to wipe the slate clean, and not he just needs to show up to get this shit moving again. But there's precedent.
We just need to get Dizzy out of this cycle. That's
So, can I try persuasion perhaps for the next one?
What are you trying to do?
I want to see if I can twist his view and say that maybe his judgment is the fact that the guy has left, and essentially, him not being here is their test.
Ooh, like drag
You
control.
don't need to roll persuasion off of that history check, and also off of traveling around with Lana and earlier upstairs.
I think he
You'll-
wants to change his mind.
Yeah,
Though.
let me finish and then I'll get to that.
Oh, okay. my bad.
The idea that the architect missing is passing judgment is already something he believes. You don't need to change his mind. You can try and twist that into going, you don't need to search for him, if you'd like.
And,
What I'm trying to do is spin that maybe the judgment is that he left for now,
Sure.
and
yeah.
leaving as a test.
Roll
for
perception.
everyone.
It's going to be
That's-
difficult, but sure. Roll perception.
Does he get advantage because of the chocolate, or?
He does not get advantage because of the chocolate.
Ah.
I'm gonna assume you,
Oh, the scratch and you know.
I'm gonna assume you meant persuasion, not perception.
Yeah, persuasion. Sorry, thank you.
-1. Woo!
Ooh, hey.
Not bad for a penalty.
He'll look at you, Fel, and he'll sort of nod and he'll go, you have an interesting thought on the world, but it is not mine. And he'll just sort of look around the room and he'll go, the people you have slaughtered, those were kin and friends, and I have slaughtered some as well. No words will change me on my path. I know what I must do.
I remember when my friends were horrible amalgamations.
Wait,
He'll
wait. wait.
look at Arlo and he'll go, it is with regret that we have had to lose so many on this path.
Yeah. Oh. Arlo just looks around at the not quite human humanoids with disgust.
Yeah, like the abominations and shit, with the tentacles.
Yeah.
He'll look at you and he'll go, or he'll look around and he'll go, I am assuming you fought with the mouth of faith, yes?
Oh, yeah.
That is the underbelly of what we wish to accomplish. It is with regret, but the whole world will become like that, like the old capital, if we do not do what we must do.
Oh, so you're saying by not achieving your goals, everybody's gonna end up like gross, gibbering mess.
Yeah, he nods at you and goes, yes, that is what I'm saying.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we stopped you. I don't want to be that.
Oh,
He'll look at Arlo and he'll go,
he's telling the truth.
do you know about the old capital? And he's looking at
No.
Arlo. Arlo, you would have heard, like, the don't go out at night bedtime stories about it, but you wouldn't really
Yeah.
know anything about it.
I recite horrible folklore to him.
Okay. Just things you've heard and shit.
Yeah.
He'll smile and just sort of nod at you, and he'll go, the old capital is a real place. It was the capital of heaven. It was struck down and left to rot, and that is where, and he'll just sort of, like, nudge his chin towards the sort of abominations and tentacles and shit, and he'll go, that is where they come from. It spreads more every year. None of us have the power to stop it. But
Wow, we stopped it pretty good.
you did stop abominations. You did not stop the corruption, what spreads.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
I'll just sort of nod at you
Oh.
and go, you do not need to agree with my methods, but we have to end this, and the architect knows how. Our God will save us. And he'll look at Fowl and goes, your God is in no place to do so, sadly.
Well, boys. I feel like we've gotten what we can get out of this. Do you guys think we should bring him back to the church? Because, like, he did steal the tier. And I get, like, that's really small scale after hearing all that nonsense. But, I still think menial justice means something.
I'm sure the church would like to have a word with him.
Mm.
He sort of chuckles and he goes, oh, I'm sure they will.
Arlo looks almost like apologetically at him and then helps him to his feet.
Go. Do you want to
I'm gonna-
unbind his legs and keep his arms bound?
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unbind his legs and just hold the rope like a leash.
Gotcha.
2 feet tall.
He'll be obedient. He'll stand up and let you lead him.
Yeah, I get the of course he's a religious zealot, but I think he's actually like I expected him to be a complete psychopath, but he seems really well put together. So I don't think we're too
You're welcome
worried.
to roll insight if you'd like.
Oh yeah, let me do that. I forgot we're playing D&D.
Yeah, there's checks for that. 21. You get the sense that his zealotry is to people that you are not.
Okay.
He views you as sort of hapless hired help that got sent here, and whilst there is a modicum of respect to both what Fel has said and also your guys' abilities in combat, he will gladly talk with you, but he has no interest in fighting or killing any of you, and he's more on the mindset of he did what he could, and it is time to go talk with the good king.
Okay.
I will dissipate the cloud of daggers before they start moving.
Got it, that's appreciated.
Shit,
Aw,
babe.
so fun.
Okay. While you guys move out, Amet and Lana, you guys have been identifying.
Yeah.
Let me get things. I need to look up what the identify spell does, because I never fucking
Do you want me to put it in
remember.
chat?
Yeah, honestly, please. Okay. So, the spear, you know, oh wait, give me a second.
I forgot that I had like a little thing at the bottom of the spell description.
Do you have, oh, is it how you're using it?
Yeah.
Of course you did. Could see
Oh.
it.
Technically, artificers use trinkets to cast. They don't have actual spells, or at least in the
Yeah.
canon sense.
Sorry, I'm making sure, I'm getting things right and not having to fucking retcon after session because I can't read properly.
Reading is hard. I mean, look at Dizzy. He still hasn't figured it out.
Whoa. Okay.
Hey,
That's so true, but so helpful.
man's out here.
Never have you so. Have you been so offended by something you 100% agree with?
Yeah. Real kind of reading things like in a game setting. I read a book just fine. That's okay.
Whole book doesn't count. Cat
But
in the
I
Hat doesn't
cannot. I
count.
can't read like a dialogue as part of anything. I don't look at stuff.
The Cat in the Hat is barely a book, Dizzy. Just say.
It is a book. It's fucking Google book and show you the book. The cat in the Hat is very much a book.
Do you want to have this be the session break while you look that up?
No, I have it. I'm just sending the identify results to Hothead.
Oh. That's why the keyboard of death is so loud.
Oh, sorry.
Sully was hacking the Pentagon there.
I think that was the highest attack roll I've ever gotten.
That's pretty good.
A
Yeah,
20 a 20 plus 5 from what the fuck? Oh, musical. Is a 20 plus 5 from my proficiency
Spectral, not charm.
bonus. Oh no, proficiency bonus plus 2. Never mind.
Where's charm?
Okay. We lost musical?
I don't know what happened to me.
Oh, she went like full offline. I think musical died.
Oh, shit.
Fuck. Yeah, that is what those do. Also, I'm assuming for Falkenshin and Arlo, are you guys sending him through the like hallway towards where Ahmed is?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys can all group
We
up.
could search the room we're in.
Yeah, do you want to search them?
Other than that, yeah, I think we should do that before we leave here. I think we should clear the dungeon from where we are on the pedestal
Yeah,
and
just
just
all the way
sweep
out.
everything on the way out. Yeah.
Okay.
I will lead the priest. You people can search.
Okay.
Okay.
What would that be? Investigation? Because I ain't good at that one.
Yeah, let Arlo can roll with advantage.
Okay.
Right from help.
We do. This is investigation.
Investigation. He said
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's a 13.
13.
Oh.
Okay.
Could have been a 3.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
want the like weaponry? I'm gonna split this into two things. Like things around the room, but also do you want the weaponry and shit that like the cultists were using, like normal scimitars and clubs, etc.
Like stuff to sell.
Do you want to try and lug all of those out, or no?
I look at. I'm gonna ask that question to Kenshin because Arlo doesn't really care about that stuff.
I have no use for these weapons.
Yeah, same. I just shake my head.
There's no like magical effects or inscriptions on them. It's literally hunks of wood and scimitars.
Yeah. I'm
That's what I
looking for
thought.
more important stuff.
Okay. Did I'm gonna ask this to be polite, but I won't in the future. Do you guys want to search the High Priest?
Shit, yeah. Guess somebody should do that.
We'll say you can
Lana's
search him
not searching
before.
a living veil. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Lana will do it before they get through the hallway. Kenshin and Arlo, you guys can pat down the High Priest. He has a ring on one of his fingers, and then his normal sort of like priest garb. There seems to be a chain with like a large metal symbol of the architect dangling, and then there's the ring.
Okay, so ring and holy symbol. I'm not taking the man's clothes off.
Yeah, and obviously like his vestments. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the amulet off because I think that's what he uses the cast with, and I'll just stow that away. And then I'll straight up ask him what the ring is.
He'll. Are you asking him before or after taking the holy symbol?
I'll ask him before I take the holy symbol.
Okay. He'll look at you and he'll sort of hold his like bound hands up to you and he'll go, "It is magic. I have no reason to deceive you." And he'll hold it out to you.
Yeah, I take that. What kind of magic?
He'll go, "It assists in my abilities. It allows me to cast more than I should."
Oh man. Okay. Arlo just slips that in his pocket. Like, I don't think we should be letting
Yeah.
you have that right now.
He just sort of nods at you.
Also, like, my cousin's a cleric, and I know that you're probably really attached to your necklace, but I'm gonna need to take that from you.
The holy symbol?
Yeah.
He'll look at you and he'll go, "You're welcome to cast your magics on it. I assure you it's simply a piece of metal."
Right, but what I'm concerned about is that if you somehow get free, you now have a focus for your divine channelings, and I don't want you to have that. Well, like, I want us to be safe, and I want you to be safe.
He'll sort of nod his head down for you to take it.
Yeah, I take that. I look really apologetic when I do it. I take that from him, and I'm gonna give that to both the ring and the amulet. I'm gonna give that to Lana as we walk out.
Okay. As you sort of take the holy symbol from him, he'll go, "It would be appreciated if I could have that returned when I get to the good king, but..."
Absolutely, and that's why I'm putting it in the hands of my cousin, or I'm going to do that because she respects you more than anyone here, certainly.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
He sort of nods and goes, "She seemed like a good cleric."
She's an exceptionally good cleric.
Maybe not the best aim.
She's a good person.
Okay. And then around the room, there's the pedestal you see that he was standing on, is fairly intricately carved compared to the rest of the room, which is mostly just simple stonework. The pedestal is carved, and you see on each of the sort of like outstanding corners of the pedestal, there is a carved face of different things. So one face is carved to have like a knight's helmet, and another is carved to be wearing a hood, and one is carved that seems to be like jolly and has a beard, and another is carved wearing a crown. And there's just these, surrounding those large carved faces, there's many, many other small carved faces and masks, which you get the gist have some amount of meaning, but you're not sure what.
Okay.
And then these, like, the two large stone things are more of the, I never found the word, but more of the, like, sort of group coffins for the priests. So they're labeled with different sections, and there's the remains of priests and
Catacombs.
bishops sort of interned there. Yeah, catacombs. And they're much larger than the one that was in the night room. Just more priests and bishops. Again, many of the names are archaic at best. Most of them don't seem modern. And that's it for the room. Obviously, you can take, like, many of the, like, priests and cultists around the room have masks and robes and simple weapons. There's not much to take off of the abominations. They're just sort of hulking, writhing things of flesh now.
Yeah. I'm gonna take like a mask and robe, and just stow it away in my disguise kit just in case we need this again.
Okay.
And then just as a souvenir, I take one of the scimitars.
Okay. Yeah, the scimitar's fairly simple. It doesn't seem like it was made for the priests. It seems like they just went, "Fuck, we need weapons."
Yeah.
You're going to use.
Probably not. I just kind of want to remember our time here.
Didn't you already take a mask?
That's okay. You got me.
Follow sticky fingers better, Barry.
So I took the mask and the cloak just in case we need to re-infiltrate another one of these specific groups. But I'm gonna. And I just want the sandwich.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
If that's what you want. They don't have much use anymore. Spirits.
No.
Afterwards.
No, we sort of kill them all.
Alright.
Is that all you wanted from
here?
here?
Yeah.
you guys can exit through that sort of mirrored room where you have to walk through eyes closed. Even if you just try and walk through the normal way to search for things, there's nothing that you didn't see before. There's the small inlets with the carvings, but there's not much in the room.
Right.
And you guys are back to as a party in the gibbering Malver room.
Yeah, I gave the amulet and ring to Lana, and I said these are cleric things.
She nods, says, I will guard them like they were my own.
You might want to put that ring on, but he's gonna want the amulet back if we can.
Yeah, yes, like I said.
I don't think you should give him the ring back.
Well, at the very least, the king will make that decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, if anybody can make use of a relatively powerful spear, I'll just kind of hold up the thing that the high priest had, and then have at it.
What kind of powerful?
+2. There's a +2
Oh.
spear.
I mean, I can use spears.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
I think so. I think you can.
Yeah, spears are simple weapons, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I know Kenshin's got a spooky weapon. Fel's got his whip, but he seems pretty attached to. And then if I take the spear for now, we can use your
Fusion.
sure, that thing. We can use your infusion on not my axe, right?
Indeed. I'm gonna free up another.
Yeah.
thing to use.
Yeah.
Actually, I need to check if I can make more than one of the same fusion. I'll check that in a minute. Okay, well, you can have a spear called the Beacon then.
Oh, it's got a name.
The spear is not called the beacon, the tier is called the beacon.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
I thought the spear was
No,
called the Beacon. And
You
the tier
don't
was
get
like
the
a separate
spear's...
tier.
Yeah, you don't get the spear's name from Identify, I don't think.
Wait, so is this spear special or just a normal ass spear?
It's a +2
special.
spear, so it's magical to be
+2,
stronger. Yeah.
It has extra pokey power.
Good thing. Actually, gotta keep the theme up.
Extra pokey power. Yeah. Also, the spear is it's got a sort of straight cross hilt, and it's largely sort of, oh my god, what's the term? Dizzy, you know this. Ingrained with like silver and gold.
Embossed?
Embossed, yeah.
That
Large swaths of it are decorated with silver and gold. And it sort of lightly throbs with a sort of pale amber light.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I grab it and I hold it up and I name it Storm Edge in front of everyone.
The high priest looks at you and just sort of chuckles to himself lightly.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was.
I feel like this high priest has already figured out what sort of buddy Dizzy is.
Sorry, what did you call it? Stormbreaker?
I called it Storm Edge.
Storm Edge, okay.
Very interesting. All important weapons have a name, you know.
Yeah.
Alright, you can add Storm Edge to your inventory. What else would you like to do?
Before we leave the basement, I guess, I'll do like a deep search of everything. See if there's any hidden entrances, any writing of any sorts that we missed.
Okay, so for Mouther Room and the Night Room? Okay. I'm assuming someone's gonna help with that?
Sure.
Make investigation.
Investigation. 15.
Okay. The Mouther room doesn't have much. It was more carved as a transitional area. You can still sort of smell the priests at the very bottom of the pit. And there's the sort of squidged remains of the Mouther splattered across things. But there isn't much to grab, especially with the priests, again, at the bottom of a pit. In the night room, you guys still have the two halves of the shield are sat on the ground. Sorry, let me... Yeah, the two halves of the sort of painted shield are still on the ground, just sort of sitting there. And the three figurines are still sort of on their pedestals, if you wanted to take those. There's not much else in there other than the remains of priests.
Yeah, I think.
What the fuck is that?
Oh. It needs to be edited.
Whenever we all clear out, I'll put the shield back where it was, and then take the three figurines.
You want to put the shield back?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, can it be used as a shield? It's in two halves, right?
It's large enough that the two halves could be used as shields, yeah.
There we go.
Can anybody make use of a...
What did you do the
Do you want to
first
cast
time,
Identify
Dizzy?
on the shields?
It didn't have a name.
Sure.
You could enter?
Also, for the record, once you guys have filed out, Ahmet, you try and lift the shield, and it is absurdly heavy. You can't quite get it up, and when you do pick it up, it's very unyieldy and just sort of clangs back on the ground. It's like there's a magnet trying to pull it down again. And if you take any of the figurines out of the pedestal, that section of the wall will just slowly grind back shut, closing off the rest of the basement.
I'll call over Lana and see if she can pick up one of the halves of the shield, if it's magic like the putting in the statues was.
Lana, you picking up the
Alright,
shield?
should I just do a strength check?
You walk over and pick it up with ease.
Hey! I got two shields now! Look at me! Except they're kind of dragging the ground weirdly because I'm short.
Are they regular shields?
They are
shields?
two halves of a heater shield.
Oh, okay.
So there's two of them, one half, one half. And the half of it is like a decently large shield for a Lapine. Because they were already larger than a heater shield. So they're
Right.
pretty big, but you're wielding half. Here
Let's
you
just
go.
test this theory. Oh, look, you try and grab the other half here?
Yeah, I grabbed the other half.
Arlo, you can pick up the other half.
These enchantments are so annoying.
Maybe they're just like bunnies.
I think it doesn't like anybody not of the Titan of Civilization.
Maybe it's
It doesn't-
for those who. No, that doesn't make sense.
I'm cool. The shield's cool with me.
Yeah, shield's cool
Shield's
with you.
cool with us.
Is it the same as my shield?
There's your Identify.
Like mechanically, I mean?
No.
No.
I gave Hothead the Identify.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that'd be sick.
I'm curious.
Sure.
Throw it to me.
Or maybe to the two people carrying.
Kenshin, you can try and pick one of them up. Kenshin, you pick it up, and it doesn't seem like you're struggling with it as much as Ahmet, but you feel it trying to pull to the ground, and you also feel a sort of immense pressure at the back of your head, which you think is more from the moon and less from the shield.
I'm sorry, I'll drop it.
You drop it, and that pressure just slowly fades.
So are Dizzy and I just carrying these out? Okay.
What? I look back at Ahmet, like, what do?
Say again?
If you want me to
What
post,
is
I will
this?
post the Identify.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you got that? +1!
Oh. Let me just add a... There we go.
Yeah.
Oh!
Woo! Cleric likey.
I put it on, and I urge you to put it on to do a shield high five with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a
Shield high
loud
five.
clang.
Playing.
I thought
Seems
I was the nerd.
It seems that
It's
Tsukiyomi
rubbing
was not,
off.
It seems that Tsukiyomi was not happy with me being that up.
The moons?
The moon. Yes, in your words.
Whoa!
It's either one deity or the other.
Don't fucking touch the shields then, jeez.
Not the moon. Not the moon.
Yeah,
could
don't
pick it
touch
up.
If it's gonna hurt you.
I could pick it up, but that was not a good feeling in the back of my head.
Well, these are tied to the Titan of civilization. He may only allow his own to touch them without difficulty.
Yeah, I'm civilized.
The
That is
shield
not
didn't
something I've
want
seen
to
in
be
my life.
picked up by Ahmet. The shield was less hesitant to be picked up by Kenshin. Tsukiyomi did not want Kenshin to pick up the shield.
And no one knows if I can pick it up.
I mean, you're free to try.
You probably can't.
You are welcome to try.
You know
But the
what?
bunnies were
I'll
okay?
I'll walk up to Arlo and I'm gonna just try to pick up his shield.
As it leaves his grasp and enters yours, you feel the weight of it get infinitely larger and just sort of bring you down to the ground.
I'm gonna let it go, give it back to Arlo, and I'm gonna look at the High Priest and I'm gonna say, "The architect really doesn't like the Blood Titan, does he?"
And the High Priest will go, I'm afraid he's not fond of most other titans.
Wait, am I missing something here? Because remember, Lana didn't hear that whole exchange. So now she's like, what are you talking about?
He'll, look at you, Lana, and he'll go, Our god does not play well with others.
Daddy's the only one of whom that's the case.
As demonstrated by his beginning of this cycle.
Yeah, he wasn't too fond.
That sounded like a pretty mutual clash.
Interesting.
I named my shield Glimmer.
This is not something I would have seen back in my life. Interesting.
I do want to ask, Arlo and Lana, who's taking what half of the shield? One of them has the history of the Empire of Heaven, and the other has the history of Petalfall. Sort of
I
painted
think I'll
in
take
mosaic.
Empire of Heaven.
Yeah, I'm very happy with Petalfall.
Alright, there you go.
A perpetual reminder of his chocolate heist.
Wait,
That means Lana's, yours has that on it, and Dizzy's, yours has that on it.
When we get back on the road in the cart and everything, I get access to my painting supplies. I'm gonna at the top of my shield draw a chocolate surrounded by rays of light.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Just sort of paint over the sun in one of the drawings. with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
chocolate.
yeah.
Okay.
Arlo!
If it's the history of Petalfall, I want it to be accurate.
Arlo! Lana's just pinching the bridge of her nose.
At some point during all of this, I want to walk up to the High Priest and just sort of open my journal with the drawing and the description of the map and say, what exactly are all these beacons?
He'll look at you and he'll go, locations to retrieve my god.
The architect's pieces?
What did you ask, Lana?
She's asking if the architect is in pieces.
He'll shake his head and he'll go, no, they're more, sort of torches to guide him back to us.
You can say beacons, we all know.
Beacons. They're not actually called beacons.
Oh.
The Tier of Faith is called the beacon, but yeah.
Just call them as beacons because pillar of light.
No, the beacons are from Fergor's campaign.
He's so hungry.
Ah!
Are you aware of how it works anyway? Are you know what lies at each of these pillars?
Certainly not. I only got this far before I was interrupted.
Fair enough.
Wait, wait.
Sorry about the hole in your chest.
Sort of look down. He is still at very low HP. He's at what, 9 health?
Oh, does he want another heal? I can give him another heal.
Uh,
Oh wait, I can give him another heal with his bonus.
Let's save our spell slot.
you don't need to give him another
Nah,
heal.
it's my last one. I'm gonna do it.
Okay,
I'm doing it.
go for it.
It's too late. It's too late.
Arlo!
So it's a D8 plus a D4? Plus spellcast mod?
Yeah. How do you do multiple ones? You just keep within space?
I have no idea.
If you have it in, depending on how you have it entered into your character, you should be able to enter it on the front page.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Oh, that's.
You
yeah,
can
'cause,
do
like,
it
I
separate,
have
all
it-
the spells.
You basically your damage type is healing.
You're right.
Well, I'll look at the priest again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite curious as to what these pillars are and do, well, other than as a guiding light. Because one of these, and I'll point at the one over the Red Tide, is in the heart of the Titan of Blood's homeland, or at least her children's.
He'll,
Who would
Look
probably
at
like
you
to
and he'll
continue
go.
living as much as we would.
11 for him.
I am likewise very interested, though I don't have much to offer you.
Well, perhaps some scholars at the castle will have more insights.
Perhaps, though, if I could find out what I wanted from there, I wouldn't be here.
Well, perhaps, Soldan, maybe you should go back to the Obsidian Caves of my town. Maybe we have some information that would be able to give you the answer.
Believe me, if the opportunity presents itself, I will not pass that up. And I'll just sort of close and rebind my journal.
Alright. Priest will just give you a nod. Does anybody
Get outta
want
here
to
before
take...
it gets dark.
Do any of you want to take the figurines?
I presume Lana had.
Do you want to take them?
I guess.
Alright. You have 3 small figurines.
Ooh, your treasure.
I can get you a description.
I think I have it
There
right
you
now.
go.
I can spell architect Chrome, Firefox, whatever you want.
Alright. So you guys leave in the temple?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get a long rest.
Are there still people like
As I say,
Up in the top of the
bringing all
tower.
of our prisoners.
When you exit up the stairs, you guys will exit to see the priests and acolytes that were in the sort of upstairs temple still sitting there. Many of the wounded are sort of propped up more. Some of them are half awake or fully awake and have been healed. Many of them are still passed out. And they just sort of sit there. Most of them are refusing to look at you. Not in like an aggressive way, more in like a shameful, not really making eye contact.
Oh, that's fair.
One of the acolytes will look up at you and he will go, he will look at you just sort of squinting down the line until the high priest is brought up, and he will sort of nudge one of the guys next to him and then drop to one knee, and you watch as all of the conscious priests sort of drop to one knee in front of the high priest.
Yeah.
And he'll look over at them and he'll sort of lean forward to you, Arlo, and go, "May I say my goodbyes?"
Absolutely. Arlo says sort of quietly.
He'll give a nod and he'll just sort of shuffle up, and you see he exchanges words with each of the acolytes, gives them nods. A few of them embrace him, and he'll just sort of look, and then he'll walk back and he'll go, "I appreciate it. To the good king, then."
to the good king. We get back to our caravan.
You guys
At
have
the-
your Gilly Gilly hidden caravan, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you like to do, Lana?
Lana's just speculating that we can send the guard here to handle the situation as they see fit.
Yeah.
By the looks of it, the priests won't be able to run very far.
Yeah, that's
Many of
kind
them are
why she's
very
not fussing
injured.
about it.
So as we leave the temple, I'm just gonna power down Tura and then fold up the legs and sling it over his shoulder.
Alright.
I'll shunt my noggin out into a pocket dimension.
Yeah, just
Pocket dimension.
So
Arlo also wants to put something away.
What?
Arlo takes out his loot, and then he just puts his loot away.
just loot that.
What was that for, cousin?
Everybody else got to do one.
I didn't.
Oh,
I mean, I don't think the guards would want me walking around with a large weapon.
I mean, I
probably
walk
not.
around with a cannon on my back.
I
I'm
just
just a walking.
back the chain of my whip onto the spindle.
You guys have your
So many
dramatic
weapons.
walking out of the temple, sheathing your weapons. It sort of goes slow-mo and all heroic, and the music swells.
There's not even an
Um.
explosion in the background.
There isn't an explosion,
I'll-
but one day there will be.
That's
spread
all
the-
Arlo
No.
wanted.
I'll prestidigitate one behind us.
Yeah, like a firework
Can't
going
move
like.
again.
Yeah, it's like a little firework.
Prestidigitate to the other campaign. Ah!
Very hype. Yeah, alright, you guys are out of the temple. You can load all of the things you've gotten, as well as the high priest, onto your caravan if you'd like.
Yeah.
Are you guys just heading back into town?
Yep.
Yeah, there isn't doing him.
Then you will sort of ride back onto the road, and
Do it again.
sort of thinking back to your guys' first arrival in town. You're coming in from a different direction, but you watch as Petal Falls Road slowly goes from dirt to stone to paved stone. You watch as the houses grow larger, the people's faces grow friendlier. Yep.
Sorry, before we get to town, I want to I produced some like other clothes for the priest, so he doesn't walk in like his
Okay.
priest garb, and like I want to give him like a hooded thing,
Yeah.
maybe just the
Like
other
something
robe I
from
have.
your disguise kit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way like he can cover up who he is. I don't want to make a big scene. I think we were told not to.
Yeah. I'm assuming the Tier of Faith is also hidden away somewhere and not in view.
Yeah, Lana I think took care of that.
Yeah. He will gladly just allow you to put the new sort of dark robe over him, and he'll sit in the back. As you guys ride deeper into town, towards the manor, and the large orange petal tree, the high priest will sort of look around, and you see that there is an immense amount of sort of regret and remorse, and he's just sort of looking sort of dejectedly at the town, not like towards the town, more towards himself whilst looking at the town.
Yeah, I offer him a chocolate.
He'll gladly
That's Arlo's
eat
solution
the
to
chocolate.
everything.
It's a pretty good solution.
He'll mutter a thanks.
Arlo, can you hand me one?
Yeah, Arlo nods, gives one catching. He's gonna eat one.
Tossing chocolates around.
Gonna look around and anybody else want a chocolate?
You're not stealing anymore.
No, these are actually from my box of chocolates that I purchased with my own money.
Yeah, you did buy one.
You did buy a ton of chocolate.
An unholy amount of chocolate.
I feel like it would expire before we finish it.
Like the campaign,
It was-
maybe, yeah.
It was actually just 25 pieces of chocolate, wasn't that
Oh, it's
much?
only 25? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was way more.
Not insane, not insane.
No.
Like
Okay,
a
I thought
Costco
it was
size.
I'm gonna trust you to keep the count on that, Dizzy, because I am not.
Yeah, I am.
Oh
I
yeah,
am.
I'm not.
He's gonna have like an infinite supply of chocolate.
I have
We
I
had
have,
I have a bag
two-
of holding of chocolate.
have two separate things tracking chocolate on my character sheet. We
amazing.
good? Yeah.
we should make our way towards the Monarch Manor, so we can.
Mm.
Yeah.
Cap-
Yeah.
When you guys get towards that sort of gate in town, that same guard will walk up and will go, "Ah, hello. Back from whatever you were doing." And will sort of look over your guys' dirtied clothes and go, "Ah, adventuring."
Ah,
We
yes.
were adventurous, and now we're back.
Very, yes.
Incredibly.
An eventful one.
Fire.
I'll say that.
Would you like your carts tied up, or are you taking them deeper into town?
I think we take them.
Where are we again?
You know where to fall.
Oh, I thought we were in Pedal Fall.
You guys are
I
at the
believe
sort
it
of
was
entrance
right
gate to
away.
Pedalful.
Yeah.
I zoned out for a second.
You're good.
No, wait. We can cover the beacon and this guy and just walk up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just leave the cards here.
Okay.
If you could tie our carts, then that would be nice.
Alright. The guard will sort of nod, and he will get his things tied up, and he'll go, "Well, enjoy your business, and don't forget little Alamica." And he'll tie up your things and sort of give you a wave.
I'll toss
Yeah,
him-
as we're like tying up stuff.
I'll toss him 2 gold pieces.
He will grab it out of the air, and he'll sort of put his hands together, do a deep bow, and go, "It's greatly appreciated."
You deserve it.
We'll just sort of fucking right back at you, bro. And go back to tying up the cards. Alright. You guys sort of lead your procession back into town. A lot of the town is still sort of abuzz with preparation. People are hanging things up, hanging banners up, selling more chocolates. Kids are running around the street just sort of shoving small like dumplings and chocolates into their mouths and sort of giggling excitedly.
I didn't know they had dumplings.
Dear God.
You guys never
Oh,
stopped at any of the little
uh-oh.
food carts.
We have to duct tape Arlo to something.
And you guys can make your way past the tree where many of the priests are sort of doing work. Some of them will look at you. Many of them are ignoring you, but there's a few that seem to have gotten an inkling of what was going on, especially those that seem to be wearing sort of higher status vestments. And they'll look at you and they'll just sort of nod towards you guys.
Yeah, as we're getting any sort of attention, I make a real big deal of sort of showing off Storm Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or wait, what did I call it? Yeah, Storm Edge.
Yeah.
You call it a storage?
Some of the kids
Seriously, did?
will like walk up and it's sort of like glinting in the sunlight. Because I believe you guys went to the temple at morning, right?
Yeah.
So it's like afternoon now, as you guys ride back into town, or late afternoon, and it's sort of glinting in the evening sun, and the kids are running around. One of them runs up with like a mouthful of dumplings and goes like, "Oh my god, it's awesome!" and like sort of hops around really excitedly and then runs away.
Amazing.
Can sort
Also,
of-
correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say the last sessions the spear was a replica of a spear that was from the architect?
it has the same
Maybe.
cross hilt, yeah.
Okay.
Sick.
No one's really rolled a check on it, but yeah.
To include the
It is silver and gold and has a cross hilt, and you guys have seen cross hilt spears in a lot of iconography. It's the symbol of the architect, though it's usually made a bit more abstract.
Yeah, Arlo, whenever he gets a chance, is gonna take some cloth in his house colors and like attach them to the cross hilt.
Yeah, like the Better Berry
Yeah.
banners
You
like
got me.
flying in the wind. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
All right. You guys can make your way towards Monarch Manor. The guards are still sort of abuzz. More of the orange trees seem to have been harvested. Many of the people are running around, sweeping, talking to each other. nobles and visitors from sort of far off lands seem to be convening and talking, many of them sharing drinks. As the sort of day begins to die down, many of them are more into revelry than work currently. Kenshin, you even spot a handful of Oni in the corner, sort of drinking from a sake bottle on a small table. And you guys will head towards that large sort of twisted wooden throne, where good King Arantiako sits, sort of pondering to himself, seemingly lost in thought as you guys approach.
Thought much like Lana right now.
Our quest has been completed, I believe. As a man will walk up.
He'll sort of blink and look up and he'll go, "Oh, you've returned!" And he'll look at the hooded figure and all of you being there. We're going to assume Twyla is here for now. We'll deal with that later.
All the bunny.
All the bunnies. And he'll stand up and go, "Well, it's good to see you back. Please, this way." And we'll usher all of you deeper into I think it's the West Wing, that same sort of small, dark meeting area you guys went to originally. And he'll sit you all around, place a bottle on the table, and he'll go, the head priest will be here shortly, but do you have it, the tear?"
Magically, yes. Magically, we're not sure.
Hmm?
Do we have the priest with us at this point, right?
You have, the high priest that you took from the temple, yeah.
We shove Lana pokes him to the front, tell him what you did with it.
He'll sort of turn to Arlo and gesture to help with his hood being taken off.
Yeah, I do that.
And the hood will sort of go off, and he'll look towards Arantiako, and he'll go, "I have only done my duties." He'll sort of look towards the king, and the king will squint towards him and go, "He had the tear."
Indeed.
He
And the
did.
spear.
And what was he doing with it?
Wait, Lon, do you want to describe it or?
She tries to describe it, then she explains how Ahmet was able to get a map drawn of it. We did ask him a few questions, but it sounds like he didn't really know as much and was kind of going by the seat of his pants.
The priest will chuckle to himself.
I didn't mean it as an insult, sir.
He'll look towards Lana and he'll go, with all due respect, King, I was doing what you wouldn't." And the king will sort of look at him, squinting, and go, "May I see the tear?"
We all sort of turn to Lana.
Yes, Lana produces the tear.
Okay. Lana sort of takes the tear. That is basically most of your bag. It's decently large. And you can unwrap it and hand it to the good king. And he'll take it with both hands, sort of turn it over and look at it. And you guys see it's still sort of gently pulsing with that amber light. And he'll look at it and turn it over and he'll go, It's the real one." And you see he closes his eyes for a few seconds, and sort of mumbles something under his breath. And then he puts the tear on the table and he goes, "I appreciate the service you've done for our city. I can handle the rest from here. Speak with the guards and we will give you what we can produce from our treasury. It should be there by the night. We will have to retrieve it."
I elbow Lana about the amulet. I say, "Amulet."
What was it? Remind Lana's player about the amulet, because she hasn't noticed Lana's
Priest
player is a
just
bit of a
wanted the
moron.
amulet back.
Yeah, the priest had a holy symbol.
Oh, yeah. Can I just hand it to him, or do I have to slay to hand this?
No,
Wait, you might want to give it to the king.
do you want to
Oh,
hand it
give
to the king or the priest?
She hands the holy symbol to the king and says, "This is his holy symbol. Return it to him when you believe it is just."
He'll sort of grab it in his hand and look at it. And you hear a sort of deep sigh, an exhale from the king. And the priest sort of bows his head gently, and the king will put the holy symbol around his neck and go, just sort of look at him and go, "You are a disgrace upon our faith." And the priest will sort of look up and he'll go, "Likewise."
Well, there you go. I help him out of the robe because I'm.
Yeah, you can take your dark
Yeah, you
robe
want to
back.
keep your robe,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The king, is the spear in view, Dizzy?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It's just like I'm on my back.
The king will sort of look at it and he'll go, "And the shields." And he'll go,
We have to give those up too.
he'll just look at them and just sort of nod to you guys, like, there were things in that temple. And then
Do you want them?
he'll look at you and he'll go, "I promised that you would get what spoils you found. Those are yours to keep."
Thank you, sir. You
Did say that.
He did say that. And he'll sort of sit the high priest down and sit across from him with the tear in between them. And sort of not even looking at you guys, just with one hand gesture for you guys to leave the room.
Yeah, we do that.
Courtesy and
Good king,
Yeah?
if you allow for a little bit of a selfish request,
He'll look at you and he'll go, "Whatever request you need to make can be made with the guards. I will speak to you shortly." He's very intent on talking to the priest right now.
yeah, Lana's gonna kind of nudge Bella.
understood. And I'll turn around and I'll follow with everyone.
As you guys exit, you guys see two guards sort of flanking the portly head priest that gave you guys the mission, and Sion, who's standing there and sort of perks up when she sees you. And the head priest will go, "Well, did you do it?"
We did something.
He'll sort of look at you and he'll go, "Something."
We retrieved the tear. As we got there, it was being used in a ritual.
And we were unable to stop in time.
He'll squint at you and he'll go, "Heretical magics used on such an artifact." He'll sort of grumble and push past you guys towards the room, where the guards flanking the door just sort of hold a spear out, and he looks at them, like, absurdly. He's like, "You would bar me from this room." And he'll look at them and he'll grumble to himself and walk farther down the hallway. Sion will look at you all and go, "Ah, so you did it."
So would have rather done it before he was able to do whatever he did with the tear.
Ah,
Thankfully, the ritual was nothing, at least we believe, actively dangerous.
I believe
Well,
it was
that's good.
just to get the tear to reveal information it contained within.
do you want to exchange notes over dinner, then?
Be happy to.
Alright. Do you guys want to head to the Elder Wood?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys can head back to the inn. As you guys are walking towards the inn, you guys hear a guard sort of shout and go, "Hey! Adventurers!"
Arlo spins around and strikes a pose.
Okay, you sort of
Lana just
pose glinting
turns
in the
his face
twilight.
home.
And you see there's a man,
Oh,
You did not do that well.
you caught me off guard.
Not a good pose.
there was a a man sort of exasperated, with one arm holding a large chest and the other trying to wave you down, and there's a guard on the other side of the chest trying to hold it up, and they're sort of lugging it towards you, and they'll go,
I'll walk towards
this is
him and help him.
payment, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah, I suppose so.
We were ordered to bring the box to you lot, and he'll look at the Kenshin as you approach, and he'll go, you're Kenshin, right?
Close enough.
Oh, lovely. And the box sort of drops to the ground with a loud thud, sort of dispelling a bit of dust in the... You guys are just sort of in the town square right now. See, there's sort of killed kids and priests looking over, kind of confused. And he'll go, well... I believe the box is yours. Oh, and, fucking Jeffrey... and the other guard looks and goes, oh, right, and he sort of pats down his pockets and then reaches into a bag to his side and sort of opens it on top of the box and starts handing sacks of gold to each of you. One of the kids nearby just goes, whoa, as you guys get handed your sacks of gold. That's 100 gold to each of you. And then...
Gone in an instant.
They will sort of crack the chest open, and inside the chest is several items.
Several what you broke?
Several items. The guards look just as surprised at what's in there as you guys are.
We're allowed this.
And they'll go, yeah, supposedly it's payment, so enjoy.
It is.
Thank you very much, good sirs.
Inside is a coiled chain whip, a small silver and gold short sword, with a similar cross hilt as the spear, and then a small silver and what is it? It's opal that's white, right? There's a sort of opal bead at the edge of the ring. So there's a ring with opal, the whip, the short sword, and there is 2 statuettes sitting there facing each other that are small golden statuettes of, sorry, not golden. I can't read my own notes. They're small wooden statuettes of lions, that are sitting there, and where they would have a sort of mane, instead there are orange petal and gold leaves where the mane would be. And the small sort of wooden lions sit there. And the guards will eye at those and go, aye, that's from the treasury, all right. Can you... I'm assuming you don't want the chest.
Arlo tries to lift up the entire chest.
I think we will need the chest for all of this luggage.
You can return it tomorrow
I
after
will return it to you tomorrow morning, if that's alright.
He'll nod and go, certainly, it's wooden, just leave it at the Monarch Manor. We'll grab it.
Understood.
Thank you for your understanding.
The guard will just sort of give you a nod and go, alright, Jeff, let's go. And the two of them walk back to the manor.
I will close this chest and I'll try to pick it up and carry it, since I'm the strongest in this group.
I got noodle arms.
There are no guards capable of pronouncing our names.
That is
You
why
guys
I
have
usually
weird
don't give out my
names.
name.
So done. We're not from these lands. Of course they wouldn't be able to.
They need no
Ahmed is not
disrespect.
that difficult to pronounce.
It's pretty difficult.
Might be a little hard to remember.
There's like an
This
H
is why
in
I
there.
do not give out my name.
There's a whole H in on that.
That's crazy.
I was picking up medicines this evening, and I don't even give my last name. I spell it because no one ever spells it right.
Yep.
She still spelled it wrong.
So done. If it makes you feel better, at least you're not being called by your race all the time.
That's fair.
And I'll just start
No one's calling
carrying
you
the chest.
Yeah, you can lug the chest. Is anybody gonna help with him lugging the chest?
Yeah, I'll help.
Nah,
I got noodle
I'm
arms,
good.
but I'll help.
I'll help.
Yeah, it's like I don't think the bunnies are. I don't know if we even have opposable thumbs.
Dizzy, did you also say I'll help?
Yeah, well, what I
Okay.
said was I pick up the entire chest, but then I got drowned up.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Um,
Lana, you watch as sort of all 4 of your party members lunge towards the chest in unison, trying to grab it. And just sort of...
Not even the items, just the chest.
Just the chest, yeah. You guys
We're
lunge for both
fantastic.
handles, and just sort of shouldering into each other, rather uncoordinated, start moving it
actually
towards
says,
the Elderwood.
Goodness.
Well-oiled machine, gentlemen, we got this.
Hard at work.
She's laughing in character too.
We are a kind folk.
Yeah, let's take this inside and have Ahmet spend the next hour and a half telling us what this stuff is.
Quite literally.
Well, I think the whip was pretty self-explanatory, and I think we already know who that's going toward.
Well, I want to see if there's anything fancy about it first.
Yeah, obviously. I think we know where most of this is going, but we do need to figure out what it
Yes,
be.
yes.
You guys, Ahmet, you can sit and identify over dinner. I'll get to that. Yeah, you guys can sit, grab some food with Sion, recount the events of the evening.
I'm very excited to make some food, and I do.
Oh, what food are you
Oh,
making?
right, Carlos the cook.
What are you making for dinner, Dizzy?
I'm gonna make some mashed potatoes and bacon wrapped scallops, and I just have vegetables written down here, so let's go with like some fried up like asparagus and
Just
uh,
I mean, they're not expensive, I guess.
No.
It doesn't matter.
yeah, asparagus, bacon wrapped scallops, and mashed potatoes.
yeah.
All right. You guys have a roll. What have I been making you roll performance for cooking?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll performance.
Survival seems
Okay.
a bit.
Nice.
Survival.
That's survival for us to survive eating it.
Our list cooking has reached the point beyond survival. For
That's
us,
only
I
if-
think it would be.
Lana could be domestic if she wanted to be. I'm sure.
I mean, I
I
have
have looked at her.
kitchen utensils now.
Look, man, I've been eating shaft rat for like years.
It was one
Imagine,
day.
imagine having cook for yourself.
I have been,
His
Arlo,
mom
I have been
understands.
traveling the world.
That's true.
His
Forgot.
backstory is just Shaft Rat written 30 times.
I kind of believe it.
Fair enough.
You guys can enjoy your food. Let me get you identify things, Hothead.
All the identification.
No object can bear. Okay, no. I think I can do repeat infusions, so that's nice.
You know, I
Oh, nice.
just realized my numbers on my damage were so high, I forgot to add the +1 from improved pack weapon.
Jeez.
Let me go do that. Alright, give me that +8. Oh my god!
Let's go.
Oh, there's 2 rings.
Yeah, I totally forgot to say the second ring. It's okay.
Oh, identify Lana's ring while you're at it.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Let me also add
Wait,
Lana's
do we
ring to
still
that.
have the high
50
priest
minutes
ring?
of identifying.
Wait, did we give the high priest ring to
No.
the king, or did we forget to?
We did not.
No, you
well,
have
I
that.
specifically did not do.
Yeah.
Take advantage for player stability.
Yeah.
One digit to musical, she'll never remember on her own. Old lady.
Well, we were told to help ourselves to everything else in the game. Or the
Hey, what's this? Ring of home finding.
He's lucky we gave him to the king. I could use a pocket pretty. A second
Pocket
pocket.
Who's a cleric?
Yeah, but then we could give one to Fel as well.
A cultist? Really?
He could be changed.
What were the stats?
I mean, Lana hopes
or were they
so,
just
but...
holding rings?
No. I just sent you the statues.
Oh, okay, thank
All the things.
you. Oh my god!
What?
That's nice. That's real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Is Ahmet gonna share?
Yeah, hang on. I'm trying to write notes
would you like to share with the class?
Yes, because child.
So, the short sword and whip are both +1. The silver ring is a ring of home finding, and I'm gonna copy and paste that. Let's see here. We have a ring of home finding, we have a ring of feather falling, and we also have a ring of spell storing, which holds shield of faith, guiding bolt, and spiritual weapon.
Okay, we give the Featherfall ring and the whip to Fel, right? Because he's
I
always
already have
climbing
those
up.
are-
He'll get Featherfall as a monk feature.
Yeah.
Oh.
I even have it right.
Oh, okay. Well, who else is at risk of falling?
You.
That's probably true.
And
That's
these
probably true.
He only needs to get to level 4 so I can use that.
I will say, I believe Kenshin can either teleport now or can teleport in the future. So that may be worth considering for Featherfall.
Oh, yeah. Kenshin, can you teleport?
I have Misty Step, yeah.
Yeah. Take that slow fall ring. And you Misty
And-
step up to, like, platforms and then just jump off after you kill the archer.
Yeah. Or you can
Goodbye.
just TP up to a flying thing, stab it once, and then float to the ground.
And these two Leonin figures can become sentient creatures
What?
at a
Right.
command word.
Details. Lana's
I'm
looking really.
Arlo grabs one and, like, hugs it and then looks around pleadingly at everyone else.
You are allowed to take one.
Can I have the other? May I have the other?
I think the cleric does need defense.
Bunnies on lions. Bunnies on lions.
Bunnies are allowed.
They won't eat us if we're the ones commanding them.
I'm almost
Created
sure
in
that
pairs. They are created in pairs, so.
Who's weak?
There's command
Wow.
word for the lions.
Oh my! Freaking Skyrim battle music, dude! Every time it
Ba-da-dum.
turns on, I immediately go high alert.
I know.
One of these days I'll play that game. I bought all the DLCs but never launched the game again.
What?
I know, more. And I don't do mods, so I don't have Skyrim as friends.
Yeah, that's fair. It's also super buggy.
Well, I'm also wary about adding the running random code on my computer. Like, I get having to mod the game fixed, but
That's fair.
I'm a software developer, so paranoia is part of the territory. My work laptop's actually so locked down that I can't run anything that's not on a whitelist. Like, to the point where even an app update will sometimes cause a program not to run anymore.
That's fair.
And we are a very highly regulated industry.
That is true.
I'm
Lana
writing
and
out a big list so that you guys have this easiar to parse through.
Okay, as I say,
I'm
Lana and Arlo are
piecing
taking
all of
the
this into treasures.
lions. Obviously, Fel is taking
There you
the
go.
whip. Who's taking the short sword?
Does anyone have a use for short sword?
Lana and Arlo have matching lions. That's so cute.
Lana could fuck with a short sword. I think the short sword. I feel like it was planned for the other bunny. I forget the other bunny
Bunny.
name.
Twyla?
Bunny.
Yeah.
Twyla.
Lord.
Okay.
Well, we don't have a Twyla anymore, so one of
So-
you are welcome to use it.
The lion figures have to be used together.
Nope, you can use one at a time.
Okay, that's amazing. I take one, give the other one a walk.
Yes.
Okay.
We're both very happy.
we said the Ring of Feather Falling was going to Kenshin, yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can misty step, fuck someone up, and jump down.
I think spell storing is good in Lana's hands.
You guys
Lana's
have
trying-
two, like, proper spellcasters and a half-caster. Any of those can make use of that.
Yeah.
We told them we could pass around
What
as
is it-
needed. Like we have
What does
a book
spell
party or
storing do?
something.
Yeah, that is true.
It
Uh,
lets
it-
you cast spells into that ring and then cast them for free later on.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a bonus spell slot.
I will store a cloud of daggers twice.
Oh god.
Many cloud of daggers.
And the Ring of a Home Finding is very interesting.
It's a neat thing.
Yeah, I feel like we can just pass around the spells.
Mom said it's my turn with the Ring of Spell Storing.
Yeah, I was just looking at it from a mechanical standpoint, just like free healing that we didn't have to.
That is really good for free heals.
Yeah, but we can.
Can you? I wonder. Okay, if one person uses a spell on the ring to store it, and they give it to another person, can that person use a spell from the ring?
Mm-hmm. The spell is stored
That's
in
sick.
the ring.
That's real cool.
So Arlo
I can give any of you guys cloud of daggers. Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
of
you
3
can
spells,
cast cloud
yes.
of daggers.
Okay, communal ring that we just focus our cool spells into.
Damn.
Yep.
Max of 3 spells, yes?
I believe so, I'm looking. It's 5 levels worth of spells.
Okay. That makes sense.
So you could have, like, 1 5-level spell, or, like, 2 2-level spells and a 1-level spell, etc.
Cool. It's like a game of Tetris.
Also, the spells cast into it use, like, the slot level spell save DC, spell attack bonus, and spell casting ability of whoever originally casted it. So, like, if Kenshin casts Misty Step into it, and Arlo casts Misty Step, this is a bad example because it doesn't have a modifier. But the point is, like, if Lana used an Arlo spell through it, it would cast off of Arlo's Charisma mod, not Lana's Wisdom mod.
Right.
Oh.
So, Ring of Feather Falling to Kenshin for nothing personnel shenanigans. And Ring of Spell Storing, you said just gonna be communal?
Yeah, communal. Just everyone just throws it on there. Everyone just throws whatever they want on there.
Yeah,
Whatever
remember, you guys have to attune to it to put spells in there. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It's a short rest, right?
There's the Ring of Home Finding, the Short Sword, and the Spear, if you guys want to swap that or keep that on Arlo.
I can make no use of those weapons very well, so I think
I already have a fuck ton of damage with my shit, so.
I don't use weapons, so...
Take the home finding one if nobody wants it.
Matt, do you want
Yeah,
Home
grab
Finding?
home.
Home finding can be useful for just cart stuff.
Or
Because
As
it
long
binds
as you
to a
guys are
specific
grouped.
location.
Anyone could have Home Finding, yep.
I think Artificers get extra attunement slots, so I'll just... Or later on, I think I'll take Home Finding.
There's
And
the
it binds
Spear
to
and
a
the Short Sword.
location. So I think Arlo takes the spear.
Yeah, Arlo's grown attached to the spear already.
Okay, Short Sword.
But then Arlo, remember to remove the +1 from your axe.
Yeah.
the short sword goes to me, I think.
For Lana? Okay.
I already have it in my character sheet.
There you
then
guys
I'll
go.
probably- Yep.
I'll pick up the weapon. I will say, I'll need to modify this.
It doesn't have a bat tip yet, which is a shame.
And it is a little bit too short. Not long enough for spindle.
So that's everything distributed.
Yep. You guys got your stuff. And with that, we're probably going to end the session proper. We all